Alright, hello everybody! Welcome back to Chaos Child at the old time. Yeah, we had a blackout for a full hour at the time when the stream was supposed to start. How convenient. Optus is proving they are the greatest provider that ever lived. Anyway, welcome Great Dweller back. Last time, Takuru had a major heart-to-heart with Nono. And even like she was like begging and pleading and like showing how worried she was, but even like with all that, he was still so deeply connected to this case because he saw the murder happen right in front of him. And the weird call that he also received convinced him that he had to at least get his cell phone back. Hello, Light Arimura, welcome to the stream. Oh my god. And welcome Olga to the stream as well on Twitch. Oh my god. Seriously, Nono was just so worried about his safety. And also, it really seems like Serika might have similar Gigalomaniac abilities to Kozapi. It was a thunderstorm, Void. It was. But it was out for quite a while. Her words is the chapter. I really want to see. So anyway, Itou, Serika, and Takuru are going to sneak into the hospital at night again to try to get his phone back.
Oh, sorry. Itou quickly lowered his voice. I'm sorry for dragging you out here at this hour.
It's fine. We're friends, right?
And if I let you go alone and something happened, the Empress would kill me. When I heard the word Empress, I remembered how desperately Kunosan had tried to stop me. I shook my head a little to drive the image out of my mind. After I'd left yesterday, I'd gone straight to AH Tokyo General Hospital. This time, I wouldn't be able to just blunder in like I had when I'd snuck into the psych ward. I'd spent a whole night looking at the locations of the ER entrance and emergency exits, as well as the security system. And then I'd spent today pretending to be visiting a patient while I scouted the inside. And in the evening, I went to Serika's house.
Oh, why can't we see that? Why can't we see him going to Serika's house? God damn it!
I wanted to do it alone, but I realized that would be too dangerous. I needed a partner who could contact Shinjiro-san immediately if something happened. And the only two people I could ask were Serika and Itou. I hope we can get it back. I don't know if they've got anything to do with the killer, but we can't let them keep it.
Hello, Liz, welcome to the stream.
Yes, we got that weird message too. Don't make me remember, it still scares me.
So yeah, it was later clarified from commenter that the knocking was through the phone and not on the door itself.
I cancelled my phone contract immediately, but somehow my phone had still been able to call Itou.
Yeah, listen, I had a power outage, so that's why we're starting later. I just got the power back very recently.
That had scared the hell out of me. And unlike older cell phones, a smartphone was filled with personal information. There was no way I could let them keep it.
それにさ、 あれには大事なものが入ってるもんね。
And it's got something important on it too.
何が
What does?
素直じゃないのって良くないこともあると思うな。怪我してるのんちゃんを喜ばせてあげてもいいのにね。
It's not good to lie, I think. And you should try to make Non-chan happy, since she's hurt.
ま、
It's one
宮
and
代
only
らし
picture
い
of
け
his
ど
family.
Well, that's just like you, though.
悪かったな。
Sorry.
んじゃ、行こうぜ。お前が調べたデータだと、そろそろ警備が交代する時間だろ。
Okay, let's go. According to the data you gathered, it's about time for the guards to change shifts.
Ah.
Yes. We nodded to each other and jogged along the wall surrounding AH Tokyo General Hospital.
ここまでは予定通り。いや、むしろ上々だな。
So far, so good. Actually, this is going better than I expected. Itou was right. Getting into the hospital had proved easier than planned. A big part of it was that I'd memorized the way in, but the biggest advantage we had was the rear staff entrance was unlocked for some reason. If that had been locked, we would have had to go through the ER entrance. That would mean that we'd probably be caught by the staff. But just as I was starting to worry, Serika turned the doorknob and told me that it was unlocked.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, she is 100% doing this. She is 100% doing this. She has a fucking skeleton key powers. Does that mean that she locked them in the hotel room? With the corpse that was spinning? But why would she do that? Maybe other people use the same ability.
また鍵が開いてた。この前と同じか。
Yep, that's totally her doing it. Bad thoughts. No! Hello, Sarah. Welcome to the stream.
The door was unlocked again, just like before. Huh.
Don't think about it, Taku. Just go with the flow.
I suddenly remembered what had happened when I first snuck into the psych ward, and almost stopped for a second to think. But then I drove the idea from my mind. Ha ha ha! Ridiculous. I needed to focus on getting the phone right now. It was night time at the hospital. And this wasn't a ward where patients were kept. The lobby was pitch black. Every now and then I heard a strange, unpleasant sound like two pieces of metal rubbing against each other.
What was that?
We crouched down and tried to move quietly. Someone could spot us at any moment. It was the middle of autumn, and I could still feel cold sweat running down my back.
問題はスマホがどこにあるかだよね。
The question is where the phone actually is, alright?
Yes. That girl was definitely the one who picked it up. Which meant that finding her would be the fastest way, but I had no idea of knowing where she was.
だからって、病院の中を全部探して回るわけにもいかないしな。
That doesn't mean we can search the whole hospital from top to bottom.
あの日 どこであの子と会ったんだっけ？
Where were we when we ran into her last time?
と
You were in the psych ward. Oh, no, you were outside, down the stairs after you got through that entrance.
I retraced our steps on that day.
Why was that door locked in the hotel room? Oh God, I don't want to think about that. No. It had to be another person.
First we'd hidden in the bathroom, and then
精神科の病棟へ入った。
we went to the psych ward. That's what we've seen the sumo stickers drawn on the walls in blood.
ってことはまずはそこに行かなきゃいけないってことか？
Does that mean we need to head there first?
いや、何もそこまでする必要は。
No, I don't think we need to go that far. Not to mention... I didn't want to go back there.
病棟から逃げるときに非常階段を使った。階段をずっと降りていって、そこでスマホを落としてあの子に拾われた。
When we escaped from the hospital ward, we used the emergency stairs. We went all the way to the bottom, which is where I dropped my phone and she picked it up.
となるとその非常階段に向かえばいいってことか？どっちだ？
Which means we need to go to the emergency stairs. Which ones?
それが逃げるのに夢中だったからはっきりとした場所かな。
Well, I was in such a hurry to get out of there that I don't really remember. I hadn't been able to remember where I'd been scouting out the place this afternoon either.
多分あっちかも。
I think it's that one, maybe.
Serika started to move forward, looking around as she walked.
覚えてるのか？
Do you remember?
なんとなくだけど。
No, it's just a hunch, but,
Serika walked forward hesitantly. We followed.
ここか？
Here?
違うかな。
maybe not?
いや、そうだったかもしれない。
No, it might have been. There was a steel door to the emergency stairs in front of us. I turned the knob and softly pushed it. It was a little heavy, but it opened without catching on anything. This one wasn't locked either, evidently. The emergency stairs stretched up and down, illuminated by the cold fluorescent lights.
Hello, Nagitona. Welcome to the stream.
As I stared at them, I realized that I remembered coming down these stairs.
どうだ？
Well,
多分ここだ。すごいな、この絵は。
yes, this is probably the place. You're amazing, Onoe.
褒められちゃった。
I got a compliment! Ah, shucks.
Serika grinned.
But it really feels like she's just leading him. It feels like she's playing. But why?
よし、
I
行
think
こう。
is she doing this for like his ego or like
Okay, let's go.
あ、
yeah.
We carefully walked down the dimly lit staircase. I started to get more and more nervous. Even if I had done my homework before I came here, this felt even easier than last time. Maybe we're being led into a trap. Maybe something terrible is waiting up ahead to swallow us. I tried to shake my head and drive those thoughts out of my mind.
あの子、今夜もまたどこかを歩いてるのかな?
I wonder if she's out walking somewhere again tonight.
どうだろう。
Hello, Paolo. Welcome to the stream.
I'm not sure. What was she doing with an old woman in a dark hallway at that hour anyway? Where did she come from and where did she go? Where'd she come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
This is where the fun begins, oh boy.
And also, if I did run into her again, what would I even do? Ideally, I get my phone back without causing too much of a fuss, but I couldn't imagine things would be that easy. For now, I thought of an escape route, but it still might be dangerous.
ね、タク、ほら、あれ。
Taku? Oh, look at that.
We'd reached the end of the staircase. There's the cold steel door in front of us. There are no further stairs to go down. Past this door should be the hallway where I dropped my phone.
もうここまで来たんだ。
I've come this far already. I told myself that there was no time for second thoughts, and nodded at Serika and Itou. Then I put my hand on the cold doorknob. Fortunately, it wasn't locked either. I looked down the hallways as I listened to the loud creaking of the hinges.
誰もいないね。
There's no one here, huh?
Ah,
Yes. Oh, yeah. Serika and Itou both looked a little relieved. There was no one in the hallway at all. We slipped past the open doorway and proceeded down the hallway, being careful not to make any noise. Maybe it was my imagination, but the air seemed more stale here than it did upstairs.
Well, I love Serika and I want to trust her, but I'm fairly sure she's the one unlocking all these doors. At the very least, and she's hiding her gigglomaniac status, which kind of makes sense. From Taku. I will believe in her until the very end. I really like her.
Identical doors stretched out on both sides, and there was no way to know what was in each room. The letters on the plates were too small to read in the dim light unless you squinted. I got close to one to try and read it when...
おい、誰が来る?
Hey, someone's coming! Ah! Serika and I jumped at Itou's words. I listened carefully, and sure enough, from behind him I heard... very slow footsteps. And not just one pair of them. They were slow, as if they were only taking one step at a time. I recognized those footsteps. Those footsteps were...
あいつらだ。
It's them.
とにかく一度隠れようよ。
We need to hide somewhere.
隠れるってどこへ?
But where? The door to the emergency exit was the same way the footsteps were coming from. There was no time to get back there now.
ここ開いてる。
This door is open by some convenience that I totally didn't have any idea about.
I slid inside the door directly next to us. Just before I did, though, I saw the horrible words written on the plate next to the door.
Really?
何ここロッカールーム？
Danger high voltage. Then like a power room.
What is this place? A locker room?
Oh, it's a morgue! Oh, shit!
The walls were covered in steel cabinets.
Oh, shit.
They were just big enough for someone to lie down in. This place is...
あ、そうだ。もしかしたらこの中に隠れられるかもしれないよ。
No, you can't! Oh, God.
Oh, I know. Maybe we can hide inside these.
No, they're freezing. They're freaking where dead bodies are.
Serika put her hands on one of the cabinet doors.
ちょ、おい。
Hey, wait! The words on the plate had read... Autopsy room. Which meant that what was inside was...
ダメだ、おのえ、それは。
No! Oh no, wait, that's... No! I closed my eyes, imagining what I was about to see inside the cabinet.
どうしたのタク？
What's wrong, Takuru?
Huh? I opened my eyes when she spoke and saw that there was no one. No, nothing inside.
なんか変なロッカーだね。
Are you playing?
Sure is a strange locker, huh?
Oh boy.
おのえ、
On away.
これロッカーじゃなくて。
This isn't a locker, it's...
Is she? Is she gonna get inside there with Taku?
I whispered to her and she turned pale.
Did she really not know?
Itou must have figured it out too, because so did he.
とにかくこの中に隠れるなんてごめんな。どこか別の場所を探そう。
Hello, March. Welcome to the stream.
No way am I hiding in here. Let's find someplace else. Yes. The footsteps were still approaching from down the hallway. And for some reason it felt like they were coming towards this room.
嘘だろ。なんで解剖室なんかに。
You're kidding me. Why would they be coming to the autopsy room? This wasn't a place that anyone would normally choose to visit. Itou was panicking too.
宮代、どうする？こっちに来るぞ。
Miyashiro, what do we do? They're coming this way. I listened carefully again. There was no doubt. The footsteps were definitely coming this way. But I didn't see any place in the room we could hide. Except for one.
Oh shit.
Damn it.
やっぱりここに。
Come on, we have to hide in here!
Serika was shaking a little, but she put her hand on one of the cabinet doors.
バカ！そこはダメだって。隠れるなら他に。
You idiot! Not there! We can hide somewhere else!
他ってど。
Oh boy, OBS had a bit of a hiccup. But everything okay? Can you guys hear me? Oh boy. Is the stream back for you guys? Oh, I think it's back. I think we're back. Is the stream back? Okay, Olga told me the stream's back. Oh god, I can't believe fucking... You can hear me now? Okay, great. Awesome. Oh god, OBS.
Thankfully, there was nothing inside, because I really want to see what's happening.
Ah!
Serika was normally a ditz, but at times like this, she was truly courageous. Her whole body was shaking, but she managed to jump in first.
Come on, Taku, get in with her.
Yes!
Oh my god, yes! Yes! Oh my god! If she is all doing this on purpose, this is fucking amazing. Oh my god, Serika, I love you. Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes! Taku! There's room for one more in here!
Huh?
私一人じゃ怖いよ。
Oh my god! 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 I'm scared to heal by myself. Please.
She grabbed my hand from inside.
Oh my god. Yes.
She was right. Since Serika was so small, there was room for another person in there.
イト、悪いがここに3人は無理だ。お前は隣へ。
Yes. Yes.
Itou, sorry, but 3 people can't fit in here. You take the next one.
What? What do you get to be with Serika?
お前を一人にしとくわけいかない。
Oh my god! 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 Oh my god!
I can't let Onoe be by herself.
俺だってこんなところに一人は嫌だ。
I don't want to be alone in one of these either.
And then the footsteps outside stopped. Just as I expected, they stopped right outside this door. I was terrified. It almost felt like someone was pointing a cold knife toward my back.
待っていてください。今ドアを開けますから。
Wait a moment, please. I'll open the door.
I heard a voice outside.
Come
もう
on,
ダメだ。
just go, go, go!
There's no time. Just get in, Itou.
いや、待て。
How are they gonna close the doors from that side?
Huh? No, wait! Don't! I ignored Itou and yanked the door open next to mine. We're doing this! And I pushed him in head first.
早く。
Just hurry! Itou held his hands over his mouth to desperately stifle a scream. As soon as he was all the way inside, I shut the door. It'd be really bad if it was closed all the way, so I left him a little gap. And then I crouched inside and slid next to Serika.
Delusion, delusion, delusion!
Okay, I'm shutting it.
Okay!
I brought the door close, leaving just enough of a gap that we couldn't be seen from the outside. The inside of the cabinet was hard and cold. It made sense since no one was in here who was in here could ever complain about it. Since I was pushed up against Serika, the parts of my body that were touching hers felt strangely warm.
Serika, I swear, if you are just being like a doof and like have masterminded this whole thing, I take my hat off to you.
But we didn't have...
Oh my god! Oh my god!
But we didn't have time to enjoy each other's warmth.
Huh? Why not?
Because there's an evil killer outside.
Oh.
I looked outside, holding my breath to make as little noise as possible.
I do wear a hat, Void. I in fact do not now, of course, but...
Just a moment later, they came inside. There were 5 or 6...
Really? A lot of people. I thought it was just the two.
I was sure they would all be old people, but some of them were middle-aged or young men. For just old people, I was planning on stealing back my phone by force if I had to, but that was impossible now. But what were they doing in a place like this? And then I started to wonder again. A sudden horrible delusion made my entire body shiver. Maybe they were already dead, and this was where they slept.
Why would you think that, Taku?
That's impossible. This isn't a horror movie or something, right? Some kind of horror visual novel? Psychological horror? I tried to tell myself I was being silly, but I could tell I was shaking. Serika was probably no different. She was clinging to me like a little girl.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
And then I remembered. This was just like what had happened before. When the two of us had seen that terrifying sight as children.
Really? Tell me more about this. It was somebody in like a freaking brain room. Oh my god!
At some point, I'd started clinging onto her too.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's okay. I'm here. It'll be just fine.
Oh my god!
I squinted into the darkness. I could see several shadows moving around. The strange men and... Ha! One of them was clearly different from the others. It was that small girl. It's her! The Chaos Child. She slowly walked across the room, straight towards where we were hiding. Did she find us? My heart started to pound faster. But it seemed that wasn't the case. The men followed her across my field of vision and stopped in a corner in front of an empty wall.
Is there a secret passage here?
What are they doing? She opened what looked like a small breaker box on the wall.
Yeah, is that like an ID card scanner?
You know, those things with a yellow warning sign and black or red text that reads, "Danger, high voltage."
Yep. Oh, it's a secret passage. Yep.
And then she took something out of her pocket and slid inside the box. There was a loud noise on the other side of the wall.
So they didn't come here to chase after them. They came in here to go down a secret passage.
Huh? The girl shut the door to the breaker box, then put her hand on the wall and slid to the side. The wall opened easily as if it was weightless. It must have been some kind of sliding door. She led the men inside and vanished.
Look at those creepy lights.
The wall closed and the autopsy room was quiet again.
隠し扉だったのか。
A secret door? This mystery just gets more and more mysterious.
びっくりしたね。
That was scary, huh?
もう大丈夫だ。
Yes, but we're okay now. I waited for a while to make sure she wasn't coming back, then finally opened the cabinet door. Serika and I crawled out. Whew. I shoveled a deep breath of air into my lungs.
なんかここって秘密基地みたい。
This place feels like some kind of secret base.
そうだな。
Yes. Why would they build a huge mechanism like this? What's going on at this hospital?
Oh boy, you don't want to know.
And what was on the other side of that wall?
おい、伊藤。もう出てきても平気だぞ。
Hey, Itou, it's safe to come out. I knocked softly on the door of Itou's cabinet. Ah! Ah! Ah!
しんちゃん。
Shin-chan!
Itou leapt out of the cabinet. His face was pale and his hand was now covering his mouth.
静かにしてくれ。
Shh! Be quiet! Ah! He crouched down to the ground, trying his best not to scream. It was only then that I realized the cabinet I stuffed Itou into had already been occupied.
Oh my god! Oh no!
I could see that the lamp above the door was red. I hadn't had the time to check, but still, that was a horrible thing to do to someone. No, Takuru! You bastard!
しんちゃん、大丈夫？
Shin-chan? Are you okay?
すまない。非常事態だったんだ。
Sorry. It was an emergency.
非常事態じゃなかったら今頃ただじゃ済ましてねえぞ。てめえ。
If it wasn't an emergency, you'd be dead right now, asshole!
ほんと悪い。
Really, I'm sorry.
もういい。それより行こうぜ。ほら。
Forget it. Come on, let's go. Itou staggered to his feet.
Oh no! Oh god.
But then he collapsed to the floor again. I waited for him to calm down, then opened the door to the breaker box like the girl had done.
隠し扉だって？
A secret door!
ああ。
Yes. I looked deep inside the box. There was an RFID scanner like the ones they use at train turnstiles inside.
これじゃカードがないと開かない。
We can't open this without the security card. Oh, looks like we have to go through a mini adventure to get a proper security card before we can go into the main boss's dungeon. That wasn't good. What could we do now? I hadn't anticipated this.
Serika could use Delusion Driver and get it open, but I don't know how she'd parse that with them. Oh, yep, here we go. Serika, what are you doing, girl?
But then Serika, who had been fiddling around with different parts of the wall, let out a small cry.
なんだ
What is it?
これちゃんと閉まってないよ。
Serika, what are you doing? You're not with the bad guys, are you? I refuse to believe that. I refuse to even think it.
It doesn't look like this was shut right.
何
What? Serika pointed at the floor. The wall was set to slide open upon rails on the floor, with some kind of cloth had gotten stuck in and jammed them. So the door wasn't shut all the way.
伊藤手を貸せ
Itou, help me.
オーケー。
Okay.
よっ。
Gotcha! The two of us yanked the door to the side. Ah! We heard a loud clunk like something was unlocking, and then the wall started to slide open.
I'd love it if this was a chain of coincidences, but seriously, there's no way.
One of the men had dropped a handkerchief or something on the rails. When Serika pulled it off, the door began to move more freely.
Ah! Look at those creepy lights.
All that was left was to slide the door open. And beyond it was
また階段だぜ。
more stairs.
Oh boy. Going into some serious creepy cult shit. And that's not even like a guess, because we know there's cults involved in this story. Or well, there was in Chaos Head, at least.
I could see stairs going down. There was a sub-basement below the hospital basement. That place was protected by very elaborate camouflage.
なんかやばい雰囲気だな。
This place seems pretty dangerous.
どうするタク。
What do we do, Taku?
ここまで来たんだ僕は行くよ
We've come this far. I'm going down.
Takumi would never.
To be honest, I was terrified of what I might find down there. But this was something I had to do no matter what. For just a moment, I thought of Kurusu.
タクル、お願いだからこれ以上はやめて。もうやめて。
Takuru, please, stop this. Don't do anything else.
尾上伊藤お前たちはここで待ってても
On the way, Itou. You guys can wait here.
冗談じゃねえよ。
Hell no. Bros to the end. Itou looked at the cabinets on the wall and groaned a little.
私も行く。いざとなったらタクを守らなきゃ。
And yeah, she's not kidding. She totally can. I want to see her take out her fucking D-sword in an emergency. Oh, man.
I'm going to. I have to protect you if you need it. I'm a lot stronger than I look.
逆だろ。さっき怖いって震えてたのは誰だよ。
You mean I need to protect you? Which one of us was shaking in fear just a few minutes ago?
そんなことしてないもん。
I was not.
We all looked at each other and nodded a little. Then we began to go down the staircase. As we went down, it got darker, and the air got heavier and more humid.
大丈夫か、尾上。
On the way, you okay?
うん。
Yeah.
Hello, gone to heaven. Welcome to the stream.
And after we'd gone down for a few minutes, we ran into another door. It'd probably gone down about a floor. I turned the knob and it opened easily. Maybe it hadn't been locked to begin with. What is this place? It was a dimly lit, musty-smelling hallway. It was clear that the place hadn't been abandoned, and there wasn't a layer of dust everywhere. It even seemed like it had been cleaned.
Secret labs. Oh boy.
But it seemed so old. There was a sense of desolation, as if no one had wanted to use this place for anything for a very long time. Had it been like this since the hospital above us was built?
Ooh, it's like an ancient ruin.
And this air, I knew it.
Was this where they were as kids? Yep.
The sides of my head started to hurt as the horrible memories came rushing back.
Yep. This is where they were as little kids.
ねえ、タク、ここって。
Hey, Taku, is this?
Yes.
It's a good thing Narose is dead, but I bet he has like some kind of creepy second in command or something, willing to take up his work.
Serika seemed to remember too. That's right, this was the place. I didn't know how we'd done it. But when we were kids, the two of us had snuck in here into the basement of AH Tokyo General Hospital. We were trying to investigate an urban legend known as Ami-chan.
And we know what that is. That was, Shogun.
And then Serika and I...
It's that dude in the freaking brain outfit. Oh god, it looks like some torture.
saw that. I tried to avoid thinking about it as much as I possibly could. But I'd failed. The memory would come back to me, fade, and then come back again. As I'd grown up, I'd even tried to convince myself that I'd never seen anything at all. But I'd failed at that too. It was unreal, like something out of a nightmare. But something in my heart told me that it was real. And this place proved that it was real after all.
Who is that in that fucking straitjacket? It's a girl with pink. It's that girl with pink hair from the opening. It's that girl with pink hair from the opening.
Yes, it was real. Now I was sure of it.
There's like a second one? Or is that like her image doubling? Save me. Was that... No, it couldn't have been Remy. No.
タ
Toku, let's go. I don't like this place. Let's go.
おい、どうしたんだよ、二人とも。
Huh? What's gotten into you two? Itou realized that there was something wrong with Serika and I, and tried to pull us back to the stairs. But we couldn't do that.
It does look like her, Light Harimura. What? Oh no.
Because suddenly I heard footsteps behind us. Oh shit, we are totally fucked. I could hear what sounded like the panting of a beast behind me. I could feel its warm, stinking breath on my neck.
何かいる。
Something's there. I couldn't turn around. I wanted to fall to the ground in terror. But if I did that, I somehow knew that thing behind me would attack.
Toku.
Suddenly I heard Serika's thin, frail voice. She should have been right next to me, but for some reason I couldn't see her.
Oh no.
It's that again. When she gets scared, does she like fade out? Like, I remember in the hotel room, she also seemed far away.
On her way? Her voice got cut off, and then there was the sound of something being crushed.
Oh no!
And then something that sounded like someone kneading a bowl of meat. And mixed with it was the sound of snapping bones.
No way.
Itou turned around and suddenly froze with terror.
宮代、あれ、あれ。
Mutual. What is that?
なんなんだよ。おい。
What the hell is that? No, you idiot, don't look. If you look, it'll kill you. So don't look.
Oh no, 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 no. This is definitely a delusion. It's that monster from the fucking opening. I bet. Oh god. I can't believe this. I am both really happy that people are using the delusion powers to their full extent, like bringing things like monsters to life, and also do not want these kids to get killed. Oh god. Oh god.
A bloody piece of meat fell to the ground at our feet.
No, 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 no!
It was what used to be Serika.
No! I refuse. No, 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 no. Ah!
Itou screamed. I couldn't help myself. I turned around to look at what he was seeing, and what I saw was...
Oh, shit! Oh, it's a different monster! Oh my god! Whoa! Ah!
It was standing there, moaning in a voice that was filled with hatred and pain.
Gigalomaniacs, delusionary dwellers of the looming outcry. Chapter 4 is short.
What was that? What the hell was that? A giant woman with a head like a sumo sticker. It was almost like a bad joke. I wanted to laugh. This hilarious looking monster was going to be what killed me? Get real. What the hell kind of death was that? That's right. Laugh. Laugh. If you laugh, then that thing isn't scary at all. The giant woman's hand reached out for me. As I moaned in pain, its arm moved to crush me. And suddenly my vision went black. I couldn't see anything. Then I realized it had probably crushed my eyes. That hilarious-looking sumo sticker woman had crushed my eyes. I was going to be torn apart like Serika and killed. It was the funniest thing in the world. Could you even imagine anything stupider?
おい、何をしている?
Hey, what are you doing? Suddenly I heard a sharp voice next to me. Something covered my mouth to stop me from laughing. I was grabbed from behind and thin but powerful arms were wrapped around my neck. It hurts. I can't breathe.
おとなしくしろ。それ以上バカでかい声を上げる
Ooh,
な。
I bet I know who this is. I wonder who deluded her to look like that.
Stay quiet. Don't make any more stupidly loud noises.
静かにするなら話してやる。でなければ、このまま締め落とす。
If you promise to stay quiet, I'll let you go. Otherwise, I'll strangle you until you pass out. I nodded as hard as I could. Then the hands around my neck relaxed and it became much easier to breathe. My vision came back at the same time.
Yup, it was just a big delusion. It wasn't real booted.
Whoever had grabbed me had covered my eyes as well as my mouth. They hadn't been crushed after all. Who is that woman? Who is that monster?
だから落ち着け。お前は。
Calm down already! I doubled over in pain as she punched me in the stomach.
This is Mio. This has gotta be Mio. It depends, Void. It depends if they knew who each other was. I think Gigalomaniacs are overall more powerful, but I do think a communicator could override one. That's a very interesting question.
I could feel stomach acid coming up into my throat and burning it. But the pain made my head feel much clearer. When I looked up, I didn't see a monster with the head of a sumo sticker anymore. It's a dark, musty hallway that stretched on forever. What? Was that just a hallucination?
A communicator is from root double, a Nagituna. Yay! Oh, thank God. Huh? Taku!
大丈夫か? おい。
Hey, are you okay?
尾上、伊藤、僕は何を?
Nono, Itou, what did I...
なんか発作を起こしたんだよ。しかも急に叫び出して。
You had some kind of fit, and then you started yelling.
私たちもパニックになりそうだったの。そしたら黒里さんが助けてくれて。
Yep, it's her. Oh my God. Yep, it's her. This is how he actually meets her. I wonder if he's gonna find out who she is. I wonder when he's gonna find out who she is. It's his senpai. Oh my god. Let's see.
We almost panicked too, but then Kunosato-san came to help us.
Kunosato-san.
Kunosato-san? Isn't she? Oh, right. I think she's the girl who was with Shinjo-san.
まったく素人どもがこんなところで何をしている
Goddamn amateurs. What are you even doing in a place like this?
Yes, I remember that cold voice. I looked back at her.
やっぱりこの人か。
Yes, that's definitely her.
お前たち誰かに連れてこられたというわけではなさそうだな。ということは
It doesn't look like someone brought you here, which means...
まさか忍び込んできたのか。どうやって
Wow, the story is like moving full speed ahead, and we're only at chapter 5, and we're not even halfway through. Jeez. Like, the chapter title is Gigalomaniacs, so we're already like, alright, so they're gonna hopefully know what Gigalomaniacs are a lot earlier than they did in Chaos Head. Hopefully. Because in Chaos Head, we heard the word a long time before we understood what it was. And one thing I really hope is that Takuru and the others get to use their powers more on screen, more than just at the end of the story. Because another thing with Chaos Head is that the roots diverged way at the end, because it took a long time for Takumi to actually leave his room and get a proper explanation from Senna and Kozapi about what a Gigalomaniac was. And that only after that could most of the roots diverge. Oh no, I think the pacing is excellent, Void. Sometimes I've seen stories take plots too fast, but it's usually the opposite. How did you sneak in here by yourselves?
どうって。
How?
私たちですらここのキーを入手するのにかなりの苦労を強いられたんだ。なのになぜ
Well, I guess so, Nagitona, but CC onlys would also have the knowledge that this is a sequel. Like, at the same time. So you can't fully blame it, you know? Even we had a hell of a time getting the key to this place. So how did you get in here?
We walked? Sure, we had a bit of a bad time in the autopsy room,
Speak for yourself.
but it hadn't really been that hard to get in here. None of the doors had been locked. When I told her that, Kunosato-san glared at us with suspicious eyes.
Kunosato-san?
Kunosato-san?
まあいい。とにかく邪魔だ。今すぐ帰れ。
Whatever. Anyway, you're in the way. Go home.
おいおい、そりゃないだろ。助けてくれたのは感謝するけどさ、いきなり邪魔者扱いとか。
Come on, you can't just do that to us. I appreciate you saving us, but you can't just...
Hello, Zash. Welcome to the stream.
Harder. The next instant, Kunosato-san had closed the gap between Itou and herself and started strangling him.
騒ぐなと言ったのが聞こえなかったのか。
I told you not to make noise. Did you not hear me?
Itou nodded, tears coming out of his eyes. I can understand why.
Jeez, Coco just jumping from high places here.
I didn't know how she could store so much power in a tiny body, but I just felt it for myself. Itou rubbed his throat in pain as she let him go.
もう一度言う。邪魔だ。帰れ。
I'll say it again. You're in the way. Now go.
Her voice was intimidating enough that I almost obeyed, but we'd come here for a reason. And this is personal. This place had something to do with our past. If I could, I wanted to find out what had happened back then. Maybe we could finally be rid of the nightmare that had been making us suffer for so long. So even though she scared me, I needed to make it clear to her. We're... we...
私たちはやらなきゃいけないことがあってきたんです。そんな風に頭ごなしに帰れって言われても帰れません。
Hello, Senna. Welcome to the stream.
If we're here because we have something we have to do. We can't just go home just because you tell us to.
Damn, yeah. Oh, I could definitely see why people like her. Oh, yeah. No, I was getting like, oh, man. Like, nobody, like, damn, she is very pretty. And, she has that Dom attitude that is quite hot. Anyway, I don't know if I forgot if I read this line.
We're here because we have something we have to do. We can't just go home just because you tell us to.
Onoe.
Onoe? That was what I was trying to say.
Onoe.
Onoe.
Oh, here we go.
Serika.
Does she know her? Onoe. You're Onoe Serika. She must know she's a gigglomaniac.
そうですけど。
Yup, that's right.
Huh.
何か
What is it?
いや、とにかく帰るんだ。
Nothing. Just leave.
危険なのは分かってます。でも僕たちだってどうしても。
Hilarious fellow.
I know it's dangerous, but we have to...
誰がお前たちの心配をしている？
Who said I was worried about you? Ooh, damn. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's probably got tons of fans.
Huh?
私は私の目的があってここにいる。お前たちに勝手な行動をされて、その目的の遂行を邪魔されては困ると、そう言ってるんだ。
She does the icy thing really well. I have my own reasons for being here. I just don't want you screwing up and keeping me from achieving my goal.
How cold.
その目的って何なんです？
Why are you here then?
お前たちには関係ない。
It's got nothing to do with you.
She turned around and started to walk away.
いいですよ。だったら僕たちも勝手にしますから。
Seriously, I really wish CC had more fan art.
Fine, we'll do what we want then.
しますから。
We will.
何？
What?
Especially more Takuru and Serika.
She turned around and glared at us. Her glare was like a fierce panther's. I swallowed my words, but Serika didn't.
理由も話せ
Hell
ない
yeah.
人の言うことになんて従いません。
Badass Serika. My girl.
We're not gonna leave if you don't even tell us why.
貴様。
You stupid.
さあ、タク、しんちゃんも行こう。急いでタクのスマホ見つけなきゃ。
Come on, Taku, Shin-chan. Let's hurry and get that phone back.
Yes. Oh, wow. I've never seen this side of Serika before. I get quite a rush.
やっぱ女っていざって時
There's that
強いな。
face. There's that face. There's that legendary Itou face.
Man, women are strong when it counts, huh? I think I just got a new fetish. Itou whispered in my ear.
だったらおとなしくついてこい。私の言うことに逆らうなよ。
Fine, follow me then. Just do what I tell you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, live Itou reaction. Oh my god, I just realized it looks exactly. It's live Itou reaction. Oh my god, Nagitona.
Huh?
いいんすか？
Is that all right, ma'am? Itou had become very polite toward her after she strangled him.
時間がないんだ。しかもここまで慎重に調査を進めてきたのに、お前たちが見つかったり騒ぎを起こされでもしたら全てが水の泡になる。
There's no time. Anna's taken a lot of careful investigation to get this far. I don't want you getting found or causing a fuss. That would ruin everything.
Her arrogant manner was almost enough to make me talk back to her, but then I realized something. If she'd done a lot of careful investigation, that means she had information we didn't. So wouldn't it be better to pretend to obey for now?
それで最後にはこっちが利用してやる。
And then in the end we can use you.
話は終わりだ。壁沿いに静かについてこい。大きな音や声は出すな。
We're done talking. Follow me along the wall. No loud noises or talking.
Yes, ma'am! She looked down the hallway and then moved over to the wall. And then she started to move quickly and quietly. I made eye contact with Itou and Serika, then followed her.
Same Nagitona. I think it's quite funny. Especially when they're like related characters. Like You know what the live blank reaction meme reminds me of? It reminds me of the, it's like the I consent, I don't. It's very similar to that meme. I think that one is funny too.
The further down the hallway we went, the darker it got. The lights were sporadically placed, and half of them were burnt out. You had to look carefully to see more than a few meters ahead. The only things that had to guide me were the black-haired girl in front of me, and the wall that I was touching with my hand. The wall hadn't been repaired for a long time. The paint had fallen off in some places, and some of the steel beams underneath were exposed. This place must have been built a long, long time ago. We walked through the underground labyrinth as quietly as we could. None of my 5 senses were of any use to me now, and I had no idea where I was or how I'd gotten there. But Kunosato-san seemed to know exactly where she was going. Looking back, maybe we were lucky to meet her here. Huh? What's that? I had no idea how long we've been walking for. But we finally came to a part of the hallway with a row of doors on the opposite wall. The doors were made of steel and looked very strong. On the upper part of each one was what looked like a number plate.
Ooh, there's people trapped here. I bet.
There were tiny windows on the doors, but they had thick bars on them. They looked like the solitary confinement cells I've seen on a TV show once.
この中に人が？いや、まさかな。
Are there people in here? No, no way. The space beyond the bars was pitch black, and I couldn't tell if there was anything inside.
Ooh, that's
な
creepy.
んか気味悪いな。
Same brain cell. Oh, God.
This is pretty creepy.
だから黙って歩け。
Shut up and keep walking.
すいません。
Sorry. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Gone to heaven. Yeah. With Nono giving consent to this the taco and murder case. Not to the taco and the murder case. I mean, not giving. Yeah.
Itou quickly apologized, but Kunosato-san turned around, walked up to him, and wrapped a hand around his throat again.
遊びじゃないんだ。お前死ぬぞ。
I'm not playing around here. You're going to get killed.
Yeah, but you... Itou nodded again and again until she finally glared at him one last time and let him go.
Yeah, no, Itou's coming out of this with a new fetish, for sure. Oh my god.
He put his hand to his throat and moaned a little. It was obvious that Kunosato-san wasn't messing around. Maybe this place was more dangerous than I thought.
They all scream.
Suddenly I heard a sound of someone pounding the door from the inside.
Oh shit, they probably noticed them.
Someone's inside.
Shogun!
なんなんだよ、おい。
What the hell's going on?
静かにしろ。騒ぐな。
Be quiet. Don't make a fuss.
But...
Oh my god.
We almost screamed, but when we saw Kunosato-san's glare, we quickly put our hands over our mouths. What the hell was that scream?
Oh no! No!
Serika tugged frantically at my arm. Then Itou grabbed onto me too. I just wanted to cling to someone, but there was no one for me to grab.
あれ、あっちの扉の中から目が。
Look, I just saw eyes beyond that door. Well, whose eyes were those eyes?
何？
What? I looked over to where Itou was pointing and tried to see for myself. I couldn't see anything.
Uh-oh, we're gonna get jump scared. We're gonna get jump scared.
You're imagining it, man.
いや、確かに見た。間違いなく目だった。
No, I'm sure I saw them. Those were definitely eyes.
Pass. 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 Oh, well, we are just in full horror movie town here. Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Now there was singing. I could hear a girl singing in a tiny, barely audible voice. My horror movie senses fully are alert now. We are there is no more denying it. We are literally in the middle of a horror movie.
Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Wow. Red flag, run, 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 run away, run away. Oh God, it's probably, oh no, I think I know what this is.
A woman was pushing an old baby carriage down the hallway towards us. She was the one singing.
Oh, there she is. May pass. May pass.
Serika and Itou flinched in terror. My heart was beating so fast and so loud I could hear the sound echoing in my ears.
止まれ。壁に張り付いてじっとしている。向こうにはこっちが見えていない。
Hello, Void Traveler. Welcome to the stream. Hilarious, Void Dweller. I can't believe we have 3 Void people. Cheers.
Don't move. Get up close to the wall and stay put. She can't see us.
Oh, thanks for the hearts.
But
いいから喋るな。
do it. Don't talk. Kunosato-san pushed her back up against the wall and held her breath. We did the same, our bodies shaking with fear as we moved.
When was this song used in Chaos Set? Oh God. Oh God. She's gonna fucking murder us. You want me to sing some more, right? Oh, this is the song that Sue was sent to talk to me on the phone. Okay. It was all digital and shit. That's why I didn't... Oh shit. Okay. Thank you, Liz.
The sound of the creaking old carriage got closer and closer as the woman passed near us. Kunosato-san was right. Her eyes were hazy and out of focus, and she didn't seem to notice us, but she was only a meter away.
Don't look in there. Do not look in the carriage. Oh god. Oh wow, look. She looks like a fucking zombie. You may pass. You may pass.
Slowly, slowly, she sang as she pushed the carriage right past us.
Shut up, Itou.
Itou was so terrified that his body started to spasm. He gave a small cry.
Oh, that's not nice. That's not nice. I was thinking that too. It's talking me in a fucking SCP facility here. Because that's what it fucking sounds like. Like, what is this? God. Where shall... Takuru, yeah. God damn it.
The woman stopped right in front of us and slowly turned around.
Yeah, yeah. Are we doing Limbus Company now? What the hell?
Her empty eyes stared at us, and then slowly, jerkily, like a broken machine, she tilted her head. We clung to the wall and held our breath, unable to move a muscle. We were too scared to even close our eyes. I can't take this anymore. I want out. I just want to get my goddamn cell phone back, not head into the jaws of hell itself. I want to get away from here. If I stay here another minute, I'm going to go crazy. The woman stared at us for what felt like hours. But then she looked forward once more, as if nothing had happened, and then started to walk again.
You may pass. You may pass. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Gone to Heaven. This would be an aberration of the lady facing the wall. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God. We almost collapsed to the ground in relief. I couldn't take my eyes off her as she disappeared into the darkness.
自分たちがどういう場所にいるのか少しは分かったか
Do you understand what kind of place you're in now?
Even though we'd almost been crushed by the terror, Kunosato-san had been completely calm the whole time.
帰りたいと泣いてももう遅いからなそこが目的の部屋だ
I don't care if you want to go home. It's too late for that now. After all, that room is what I'm here for.
Kunosato-san moved away from the wall and stared straight ahead of us.
目的の部屋
That's probably the room where he saw that girl being experimented on.
That room. I followed her gaze to a pair of double doors in the darkness. They were different than the others. They looked like the doors to a normal lab.
来い遅れるな
Come on. Don't fall behind. I hope she brought a fucking weapon.
Kunosato-san headed toward the door, seeming completely unafraid. Serika's legs were shaking too much for her to move, so Itou and I helped her as we followed. When we got to the door, Kunosato-san took out what looked like a keycard from her skirt pocket. This door had a modern electronic lock, unlike the others we'd seen so far.
Access granted. It is, Void. It is.
She put the keycard up to the reader, and the door swung open silently. She disappeared into the room, and we quickly followed. We all gasped as we entered the room. An entire wall of the room was lined with monitors.
This is where the Senna ending took place. A part of it, at least. I'm pretty sure, right? Because they were in the basement of the hospital, right? Or no. That was the basement of their headquarters. No, that wasn't the hospital. That was their headquarters. But it was a room like this.
They were probably set up to observe something, but every one of them was off, so there was no way to tell what it was.
Yeah, I remember that now. It just looked familiar. Yeah. Sorry.
But it was hard to believe that someone set up something like this in a normal hospital.
Oi.
Hey.
Yes, ma'am! Kunosato-san turned towards Itou and gave him an order in a flat, emotionless voice.
見張りくらいはやってもらおう。ドアの外の音に注意してろ。誰か来たら知らせるんだ。
You could at least watch the damn door. Listen for any sound outside. If you hear anyone coming, tell me.
了解。
Roger! Kunosato-san nodded, looked around the room, then headed straight for a computer. Huh. She took a look at the wiring behind it and then flipped the power switch. The machine started to make a low noise.
動くんですか?
This stuff still runs?
見ればわかるだろう。
Obviously. You can see it for yourself.
でも勝手に立ち上げたりして大丈夫なんすかね?
But is it okay to just boot it up like that?
どうして？
Why?
だってネットで繋がってたりしたら動かしてることバレるんじゃ。
Because if it's connected to the net, they might know you turned it on. Well, maybe not the internet, but there's at least an intranet there.
心配ない。こいつがスタンドアローンだということは確認してある。
Don't worry. I've confirmed that it's a standalone system.
Oh, that explains it.
Well, I mean, they could still see if you logged in or turned a machine on. Like, just because it's not connected to the internet, they probably got their own private network there.
If that's true, at least we won't have to worry about someone seeing it from the outside.
お前たちが思いつくようなことを私が考えないとでも思ったのか。バカにするなよ。
We have Dweller, Traveler, and Wanderer. Yeah, I see. Did you think that any ideas you could come up with, I wouldn't have come up with already? Don't insult me like that. Ooh.
She was as obnoxious as ever. Neither of us know the first thing about you, though, so can you really blame us? Something neither Itou nor I could say.
Oh, so no network at all. Okay. Interesting. Not even like an internal network. Huh.
The OS on the computer booted up. I looked at the screen and saw Kunosan entering some kind of password. The password was accepted and the screen filled with several folders. She opened them up and began carefully checking the contents of each one. Unfortunately, many of the files were written in English and we had no idea what they said. Kunosan, however, was reading through each one and nodding.
これはフォルダ自体にパスがかかってるな。ということはこの先か。
This whole folder's got a password on it. Which means this is where... Does she have a USB that she could take the files? Or...
She seemed to be trying to unlock the password at an incredible speed. Hey.
なんだよ。
What?
彼女、学校で見たことあるか？
Yeah, I'm surprised that Takuru doesn't know English. Like, for someone who prides himself on all the knowledge he has.
You ever see her at school?
いや、どうしてだ？
No, why?
学校にいたんだよ。うちの制服着て。だから、うちの生徒のはずなんだけど。そうか。お前も見たことないのか？
She was at school wearing our uniform, so she's probably a student. But I guess you've never seen her either, huh?
マジかよそれ。
Are you serious?
Itou seemed more and more shocked than I expected.
嘘だろ。こんな美人。
Oh, we got the silly
チェッ
music.
クしてなかった。
Oh, I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I fucking knew it! Yeah, he has a crush on her. I knew it. I knew it. How could it go any other way? You're kidding, right? You're telling me I missed a pretty girl like this?
Not only was she attractive, but she seemed incredibly smart, and she had an arrogant attitude that made her nothing like the other students. If she'd been coming to school, she would have stood out in both a good and bad way. But Itou didn't know her.
何を調べてるんですか?
What you looking at?
Serika asked a question that both Itou and I had been too afraid to ask. I was sure she'd been told to shut up, but...
この施設で何が行われていたかだよ。
What they were really doing here at this facility.
She answered Serika's question much more easily than I'd expected. Then maybe I could ask something too.
この施設って病院とは何か関係が？
Does this facility have something to do with the hospital?
黙ってろと言っただろうが。
She has some kind of... She knows Serika in some way. I told you to shut up. Oh. Damn it!
Why am I getting treated so differently?
She's gotta know that Serika's a gigglomaniac.
Is it because Serika's a girl? Is she one of, you know, those types?
Again, Takuru just loves... Takuru, I know. You love Yuri. I know, Yuri is pretty goddamn great. But you can't just assume literally everybody.
Don't tell me she normally dresses and acts like a boy. That would explain why Itou didn't know her. Kunosan ignored me and typed in a series of commands, And open what looked like a top secret file.
Like we know Takuru just loves the Yuri a lot. Like it's weird, like half of his delusions.
And then,
誰
that's it. She smiled for the first time that I'd ever seen. And clicked on a file.
No, I don't think she likes Serika. I think she is kind of respects and or intimidated. Takuru is absolutely a man of culture.
And then something appeared on the screen.
Oh, an ink blot test.
Was it some kind of drawing? There was a strange picture drawn in ink and paint.
何これ落書き
What is this? A scribble?
いや違う。あれは
No, that's... I've seen this somewhere before. That's...
そうか。ロールシャッハテストだ。
Yep.
Yes, it's definitely a Rorschach test. I remember reading about them in an issue of Cool Cat Press.
Yes.
ほう抜けた顔しているが最低限の知識はあるようだな
He does not have a stupid looking face. He is very handsome. Meow. You have a stupid looking face. But I guess you're not completely ignorant. Rorschach Psychodiagnostics. It says up there. Yeah, that's what I see too. It's two people like praying against each other right there.
I wasn't sure if that was a compliment or an insult.
ロールシャッハテスト
A Rorschach test?
あれだ確か性格診断かなんかの
It's some kind of personality test, right?
そう。インクのシミでできた全く意味のない図形が何に見えるかで、その人の性格や思考が分析できるんだ。
That's right. Depending on what someone sees in a completely meaningless ink blot, you can analyze their personality and thought patterns.
正確に言えばインクのシミを落とした紙を真ん中で折り曲げそれで生じた左右対称の図形を使う
More precisely, use spelling on a piece of paper and fold it in the middle, and then use the symmetrical image that results in.
Just like Kunosan said, all the pictures on the screen were almost perfectly symmetrical.
ただしロールシャッハテスト自体果たして精神分析法として有効かどうか疑問視もされているんだがな
But there's doubts as to whether the Rorschach test actually functions as a psychoanalytical tool.
Kunosan was studying the screen intently.
ってことは、ここはその上にある精神科と同じような施設だったということですか
Does that mean this is a psych ward like the one upstairs? If that was the case, I could imagine what these monitors were there for. They were to look at each of the patient's rooms. That would mean that this was a medical facility that treated illnesses. At least that's what I wanted it to mean. Because... that thing that Serika and I had seen as a child. That strange atmosphere that we'd sensed. And that voice which I could still hear in my ears.
Save me.
We had abandoned her and ran away from this place.
I mean, what could two little kids do?
So if that wasn't some kind of torture chamber, and this place was actually curing her, Serika and I would be free of the guilt that would have been with us for so long. But my hopes...
違う。ここはそんな生優しい場所じゃない。
No. This place isn't anything like that. By the way, is everybody's voice okay? Just doing another check. I just hope I haven't gotten anyone wildly out of character.
Were quickly dashed by Kunosato-san's answer. She opened another folder. It was filled with reports, written in Japanese this time.
It was probably the second one less. About 15 minutes, I'd say, Void.
センスへの断続的刺激による臨床実験。ロブスに与える電気信号とフェノメノン。
Clinical trials involving intermittent pulses to the senses, electrical signals that affect the lobes, and their phenomena.
思った通り、ここでは脳科学方面からのアプローチによる臨床実験が行われていたようだな。
Just as I thought. They were doing clinical trials based on a brain science approach.
脳科学臨床実験って
A brain science approach. Clinical trials.
Were they trying to create artificial gigglomaniacs?
うるさい。余計な口を挟むな。
Shut up. Don't distract me.
でも、僕のよく知ってる子がここにいたかもしれないんです。
I think a girl I know might have been here.
何？
What? I lied. Well, you didn't completely lie.
I didn't know who she was. But I thought that if I didn't lie, then Kunosato-san would never tell me anything. Just as I expected when she turned around, I saw the first faint glimmerings of interest in me on Kunosato-san's face. I gave her a brief description of what I'd witnessed here so long ago.
Good night, Void Dweller. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Kunosato-san bit her lip. Her expression was different than before. But then she forced herself to look back at the computer.
はあ。それは間違いなく人体実験だ。
Yeah. That was definitely a human experiment.
人体実験
A human experiment? No, then that means...
Save me.
Then that means she was... That horrible vision started to eat away at me again.
簡単に言えば人間の脳をいじる実験だよ。
In the simplest terms, they were experimenting by screwing around with the human brain.
脳をいじるってそんな
Screwing around with the human brain? That's just...
だから言っただろ。ここはそんな生優しい場所じゃないと。
I told you. This place isn't anything like what you thought it was.
Kunosato-san was trying to keep her face as expressionless as possible.
Huh?
And then the second she opened up another file, she gasped a little. I could see the words on the screen as well.
ちょっと待て なんだよあれ。
Wait a second. What is this? She was completely focused on reading the report, so she didn't notice I was looking over her shoulder as well.
超感覚的知覚に関する臨床実験。特殊な事象異変を発現させるための具体的傾向。
Clinical trials on extrasensory perception. Specific tendencies of expression for special event variations. What were event variations? Kunosan clicked the mouse to move to the next page. I read along with her.
視覚刺激による発症。的中率。
Oh, yep.
9.25%.
Oh, shit. Oh, yep. Yeah, this is, okay, so no, this was the trials to make their frickin', Gigalomaniac, Wi-Fi extenders for Noah 2. I see.
Pathogenesis via visual stimulation. Accuracy rating 9.25%.
中脳辺縁系ニューロンのドーパミン分泌の誘発による発現。
Manifestation via induced dopamine emission in the central limbic system.
視床下部損傷と切除。発症見られず。思考のトレース。リモートビューイング。妄想の増幅による事象への影響。
Damage and removal of the hypothalamic area. No pathogenesis seen. Thought tracing, remote viewing, influence on events via amplified delusions. Over half the report was filled with specialized language that I didn't really understand. But by desperately connecting the words I did know, I managed to make some sense out of the report.
That's a true scientist. That's what a true scientist does, Taku. Well done.
And?
まさかそんなことが。
There's no way. I was stunned. Was that really possible? The girl who cried to us for help was being experimented on here. And to the point of those experiments was...
人間の脳をいじって超常的な特殊能力を発症させる実験。
to alter the human brain and make it develop supernatural powers.
Yep, artificial gigalomaniacs. Hello, Dark Happy, welcome to the stream.
That explains why Shinjo-san and Kunosato-san were talking about psychics. And that was the commonality that I'd suspected was lurking behind the murders.
おい
Hey!
Kunosato-san caught me looking and threatened me in a low voice. But I didn't have time to worry about that.
これ本当なんですか？こんな SF みたいなことが本当に。
Is this true? It sounds like science fiction.
No, it's a science adventure.
She looked unhappy but gave in.
実験自体は随分と前から行われていたようだ。というよりもこの病院自体がその実験のカモフラージュのために建てられたと考えてもいい。
He was puking out stickers, Void Traveler. The experiments seem to have been going on for quite a while. Actually, it's safe to assume the entire point of this hospital was to camouflage those experiments.
この病院が？
This whole hospital?
ああ。
Yeah.
それで今は
But are they still?
はあ
Huh.
今は行われてるんですか？その実験。
Are those experiments still going on? If that's true, Is she still here?
いや、ある出来事をきっかけに中止されたらしい。
No. It looks they were shut down after a certain event. Some otaku managed to become a god and kill their boss or whatever.
A certain event?
中止されたのはちょうど6年前。2009年11月6日。
They were shut down 6 years ago. On November 6, 2009.
それって
Isn't that
渋谷地震の日。
The day of the Shibuya earthquake.
地震のせいで研究どころじゃなくなったのか。
Did the earthquake cause too much damage for them to continue their research?
いや違うな。この病院は震源域の外だ。被害は全く受けていない。
No, that's not right. This hospital was well away from the epicenter. There was no damage at all.
じゃあどうして？
Then why?
だからそれを探って。
That's what I'm here to find out.
Kunosato-san stopped short and clicked her tongue. She must have decided she told us too much.
いいからおとなしくしていろ。
Just stay quiet.
She pushed me away from the screen lightly. It looked like she didn't want me to read anymore.
これは。
He did, Alice. He did. He stopped working there. Huh. What's this?
Kunosato-san's hand froze on the mouse. She was staring intently at the screen. Then she started to talk to herself.
11番目のロールシャッハが脳に与える影響。11番目。
What the fuck is this? 11th Rorschach. Oh, that's probably the sumo sticker. Oh, shit. I bet that's what it is. I bet that's the fucking sumo sticker. The effect of the 11th Rorschach on the brain. The 11th.
She just knocked me away so I couldn't see the screen. But I couldn't help but lean forward. Her voice was just that strange.
どうしたんですか？
What's wrong?
ロールシャッハテストには10種類の絵しか存在しない。
Ooh.
11番目なんて聞いたことも。だから黙ってろお前。
There are only 10 Rorschach tests. I've never heard of an 11th. Shut up, you! Stop making me talk.
Kunosato-san turned around and glared at me. When she did, I caught a glimpse of the monitor.
6. About. There's.
The screen was filled with thumbnails of the different Rorschach tests. Kunosato-san was just about to click on this mysterious 11th. Kunosato-san clicked open the file. When she did...
Yup, that's. Yup. Oh, but this is like an Omega sumo sticker. Dang, it looks like almost like a butterfly. Like it looks like a Giga Chad chin here with a mouth and a nose and like a collar behind it, like a regal king type thing. I don't know. A dude with a beard, but it looks very similar to the sumo sticker.
What appeared on the screen was...
力士シール。
a sumo sticker! I had no idea what was going on. I felt sick. I couldn't start. I collapsed to the floor. Felt like something was crawling up to the bottom of my intestines.
Really? You see? Really? You do? I don't see it. I don't see it gone to heaven.
That something was bugs. Tiny slimy bugs with lots of little feet were crawling up from my stomach into my throat, scattering disgusting fluids behind them as they moved. The disgusting crawling sensation passed through my throat and out into my mouth. What the hell were these things? Stop it! Help me! I feel sick. Help me! Get out of my body!
Taku?
しっかりしてよタクってば
Taku? Snap out of it, Taku!
Why are you talking like that? Serika. Wow, these sounds.
Huh? Did I fall asleep? No, that's not it. I looked at the screen and suddenly felt sick, and then passed out. Where am I? My head feels horribly cold.
なんだか気持ちがいいね
Yeah, she sounds like she's on drugs or something.
It feels kinda good!
She has a very different reaction to it.
I just heard Serika's voice, but I can't see her. Where am I?
ほら見て見てしんちゃんたらあんな格好になってる
Look, look! Look at Shin-chan!
Itou is here.
私とタクもお揃いだね
You and I are matching, Taku!
Matching? What is she talking about? When I looked to the side and saw it, my head cleared instantly.
Oh no!
Serika was next to me, lying in the same kind of seat I'd seen the girl in the vision sitting in. What was strange was her head. There was something on top of it, slimy and pink.
Oh no, it's an exposed brain. Oh god.
No, that wasn't it. That was... That was her brain.
Oh no!
Top of Serika's skull was completely gone, with several electrodes sticking out what remained.
Oh god, so were they were experimented on too, but they blocked it out of their mind.
I suddenly heard a high-pitched voice on the other side. It took some time before I realized the voice belonged to Itou. That's how insane it sounded. I couldn't tell if Itou was screaming in pain or pleasure. His brain was exposed and part of it seemed to be missing.
Oh god.
Oh,
気持ちいいねタク
Doesn't this feel good, Taku?
ah! I tried to move, but I was held down tight and couldn't budge. Let me go! Let me go! Let me go!
動くな
Don't move.
I heard a cold voice from above my head. The voice was... Ah,
今すぐお前もあいつのようにしてやる。だからじっとしているがいい。
What the hell kind of negative delusion is this? I'll make you just like him now. So stay put.
something cold touched my head. At least that's how it felt. Ah. It felt good. Like my brain was going to melt. And soon I wasn't sure where I ended. And the rest of the world began.
What the fuck? What the hell kind of delusion was that?
Huh? Where am I? Am I back in the basement?
トク、大丈夫？
Takuru? Are you okay?
あ、大丈夫だ。
Ah, yes, I'm all right.
起きられるか？ほら。
Can you stand up? Here.
Does anyone know how long this scene is gonna go for? Just to...
Itou slowly helped me to my feet.
悪い。僕、どうしたんだ？
Sorry. What happened to me?
画面にね、例の怖いシールがいきなりアップになったからびっくりしたんだよ。それで転んでタクは頭を打っちゃって。
The creepy sticker suddenly appeared on the screen and then you got scared. And then you tripped and hit your head.
そうか。
I see. I rubbed the back of my head and sure enough, there was a big bump. Kunosato-san was staring at me from the front of the screen. I thought she was going to complain again, but instead she pulled me up to look at the screen.
Is there a good stopping point somewhere here? Like...
確かめてもらいたいことができた。来い。
There's something I want you to see. Come here.
あのシールなら許してください。なんか気分が優れなくて。
Oh, if it's that sticker, I'd rather not. I don't feel well.
いや、あれじゃない。いいから来い。
No, that's not it. Just come here.
見るなって言ったり、見ろって言ったり。
First you want me not to look, then you want me to look.
なんだ。
What?
わかりましたよ。
Fine. Since it was clear that she wasn't going to take no for an answer, I stood next to her.
お前に確認してほしいのはこのファイルだ。
This is the file I want you to look at.
Kunosato-san tapped the report on screen with her nails.
11番目のロールシャン派。さっきの画像に何らかの効果があるとみなされて、初めて実験に使用されたのが2007年とある。
It states that the 11th Rorschach, that image you just saw, was found to have some kind of effect, and was first used in an experiment in 2007.
2007 was 2 years before the Shibuya earthquake. It was right about the time people started to see the sumo stickers, if I remember right. That was the same year we'd snuck in here to find out the truth about the urban legend of Ami-chan. I took the mouse and read the next part.
自称変異を起こす素養を持つ存在のみが人の顔を模したように見える11番目の画像に対し通常の人間とは異なる反応を示す。そのことが判明した。
It was found that those with the potential to cause event variations responded differently to the 11th Rorschach than other subjects.
この症状が最初に観測されたのは被験体番号第79号南沢千里からであり。
Oh, we know who that is. Oh, that was someone's friend. That was Nono's friend.
This phenomenon was first observed in subject number 79, Minamisawa Senri. And then I stopped scrolling down the screen. There was a picture of a girl there.
That's probably the pink-haired girl.
どうだ、その子に見覚えがあるか？
Well, do you know this girl?
この子。
Taku, this girl.
Remember her? That was the girl. That was the girl we saw that day.
Save me.
That was also the girl who also saw us and begged us for help. Kunosato-san looked at me.
さっき話していたこの施設にいたかもしれない友達というのはこの子なんだな。
This is the friend you were saying might be kept here, right?
はい。
Yes. I wasn't sure how to answer, but I decided to keep up the lie that she was my friend. The truth was, I had only just now learned that her name was Minamisawa Senri.
そうか。
I see.
But Kunosato-san looked very sad. I didn't know she was even capable of looking this way. She stared at the picture of Minamisawa Senri on the screen.
私はお前のことは嫌いだが、ここで苦しんでいた友達をずっと忘れないでいることには敬意を払ってもいい。
I don't like you, but I'm willing to show respect for the fact that you've never forgotten your friend who suffered here.
Huh? Her eyes grew just a little softer. But I felt a cold sweat as I looked at them. No. It wasn't out of friendship that I'd never been able to forget the girl named Minamisawa Senri. It was because she was in my nightmares. But I couldn't say that. All I could do was try and make it hard to tell what I was really thinking.
本当は救いたかったのにそれができなかった。でもそれは仕方のないことだ。気に病むことはない。
You wanted to save her, but you couldn't. But that's not your fault. You don't need to blame yourself.
そうじゃない。違うんだ。
That's not it. That's not what happened. I had been too afraid to save her, and I had abandoned her.
今彼女はどうしているんだろう。
I wonder what she's doing now. She's alive?
Kunosato-san didn't realize what I was thinking, though. She called up more data on the girl called Minamisawa Senri.
彼女は11番目の画像で特殊な兆候を見せた被験者としてかなり強引な実験を受けていたようだ。でも死ぬことなく生き延びた。
I wonder if she's the quote-unquote old lady. I wonder. if she became like a shogun. Since she showed special symptoms in response to the 11th image, she was the subject of rather forceful experiments. But she survived.
Forceful experiments? The kind that could kill you. When I heard that, I almost threw up. I did my best to keep Kunosan from finding out.
だが渋谷地震の時に運悪く震源域に居合わせて、それ以降は行方不明ということになっているな。
However, she was unlucky enough to be close to the epicenter of the Shibuya earthquake, and ever since then she's been missing.
行方不明
Missing?
いや、正確にはこの実験施設が地震の直後に機能を終えてしまったため、彼女に関するデータが存在しないというのが正しい。ただ、地震の犠牲になった可能性は高いな。
To be more precise, this whole facility was shut down immediately after the earthquake, so there's no more data on her. But there's a good chance she didn't survive it. Bullshit. She's probably gonna be. I wonder if she's like the culprit.
そうですか。
I see. It was horrible, but I felt a little less like throwing up. At the very least, she hadn't died because of the experiments, or because we'd abandoned her. Hearing that made me feel like I'd been forgiven a little. A violent sense of self-hatred overcame me again.
ごめん、南沢、千里さん。
I'm sorry. Minawi-sawa Senri-san. She's been practically tortured here as part of those experiments, and then been caught in the earthquake. But Suddenly I felt something tugging at the edge of my memories.
南沢さん
Minami-sawa-san? Haven't I heard that name somewhere before? But then where? And from who?
あれでも
Huh? But
Before I could think about it any further, Itou spoke up hesitantly.
なんだ
what?
この実験施設機能を終えたっておかしいですよ。その割にあちこちに人がいましたよね。それに小さな女の子も。
You said that the facility was shut down, but that doesn't make sense. There's still people here. We saw them. And there's also that little girl.
そうだよね。
Yeah, you're right.
俺たちその女の子を追ってここへ来たんです。ここが廃棄された施設って言うなら、あの子一体何を？
And follow that little girl down here. If this place was abandoned, what's she doing here?
ああ、そのことか。
Oh, that?
Kunosata-san closed the file on Minawasawa Senri, and her face took on its usual cool, emotionless expression.
ここは今、実験中にトラブルのあった被験者たちの保護施設として使われている。
This place is now being used as an institution to house subjects who encounter trouble during their experiments.
実験中にトラブルのあった被験者
Trouble? During their experiments?
実験に失敗して脳に損傷を負ったり、正気を失った患者を程度によって軟禁、もしくは監禁しておくための地下収容所ということだ。
It's an underground prison for patients whose brains were damaged in failed experiments, or who simply went insane. Some are kept locked in cells and some aren't.
A cold chill ran through my body.
You make
なことって。
You can't mean. That's not.
ありえね
That's impossible.
ひどい。
That's horrible.
目的のためならどんなことでもやる連中がいる。お前たちが相手にしているのはそういう連中なんだ。だから最初に警告してやったろ。
These people are willing to do anything to achieve their goals. These are the kinds of people you're up against. That's why I warned you at the start.
Kunosan opened another file.
これで見る限り現在でも20名近くの人間がここにいるようだな。
According to this, there are still around 20 people being kept here.
She scrolled down the page and a new picture appeared.
待ってください。
Oh,
その
wait.
子。
Oh, wait. That girl.
Uki Yamazoe. Attending Dr. Narose. Oh, yup. Oh, shit. Rank A. Damn, I cannot read that handwriting.
That was the girl we've been following.
Wait, she's a lot older than she looks. Jeez. What the fuck? She's supposed to be 16. Oh, God.
That was the girl we've been following.
間違いないよ、タク。名前は山添うきちゃん。
That's gotta be her, Taku. Her name is Yamazoe Uki-chan.
この子ももともと実験に使われた被験者だったようだな。
It looks like she was originally a test subject for the experiments, too.
Huh? This shattering revelation was presented to us as a mere matter of fact, as it was the most ordinary thing imaginable. Serika covered her mouth with her hand and her eyes went wide. So she suffered the same fate as Minamisawa Senri.
I bet the old lady is Minamisawa Senri. I bet that's her.
幸い彼女は最後まで正気を失うことなく実験に耐え生き残った。今はこのフロアで収容者たちの世話をする仕事を与えられているらしい。
She cares for them. Fortunately, she managed to survive the experiments to the end without going insane. And now she's been given the job of caring for the patients on this floor.
収容者たちの世話。
Caring for the patients.
So it looks like Minawisawa Senri must have used, if Minawisawa Senri is the old lady, then she must have real-booted a person to basically become that old so quickly. Going by what we were explained in Chaos Head. So we have another delusionary person.
Caring for the patients. I thought she was a criminal who had stolen my smartphone and threatened me. And what's more...
Otaku was old because of real booting IR2. Okay. Thank you, Liz.
And what's more, I thought that she was either connected to the killer, or maybe that she was the killer herself. But now I'm not so sure.
いや、ダメだ。見かけや生い立ちに騙されちゃダメだ。
No, stop. Don't let yourself be fooled by her looks or her past.
あの状況だと僕のスマホを拾えたのは彼女だけなんだ。それにここでの実験の被験者ということは何らかのその能力者の可能性だってある。
In that situation, she was the only one who could have picked up my phone. And if she was a test subject here, she might have some kind of power too.
解約したはずのスマホから電話してくるなんてゲート、そういう能力でもない限り不可能じゃないか。
You'd need something like that if you want to make a call from a cancelled smartphone. As my mind raced, Kunosan was checking out every bit of data on the machine. But
実験の結果、ディソードの発言は全被
She
験
said
者の
Disord.
0.01% に満たず、失敗度断定。別の技術を模索すべきと結論。
Alright, so that sounds like basically just one person. The results of the experiment showed that only 0.01% of subjects were able to manifest a D-sword. The experiments were judged a failure, and it was decided that another course should be pursued.
やっぱりか。バカな科学者どもが。
I knew it. Those idiot scientists. Kunosato-san sounded uncharacteristically ticked off as she closed all the folders and turned off the PC.
ディソード。
Ah, our very first mention of D-swords.
D-sword? That strange word snapped me out of my reverie. Seemed like what she had been that was what she had been looking for. I looked at her, hoping for some kind of answer, but she just glared back at me with terrifying eyes.
そろそろ時間的に限界だ。出るぞ。
Time's up. We're leaving. Huh?
これ以上ここにいれば発見される。
If we stay here any longer, they'll find us.
でも
Who's they?
僕たちの目的がまだ。
But we still haven't found what we're here for.
お前たちは計画がずさんすぎる。この施設内の構造すら知らないのだろう。
Your plan was terrible to begin with. You don't even know the layout of this facility, do you?
She was right. I'd snuck in here as a child, but that was all. I didn't remember the details.
そんなことでは探したところで無駄だ。
Then there's no point in even looking.
Damn it, she's right, but there must be some way. I looked around the room and saw the rows of monitors. If they were on, they could at least tell us what was going on around the facility. Maybe they could tell us where Yamazoe Uki was.
どうした宮代？
What's wrong, Miyashiro?
このモニターの電源がないか探してるんだよ。こいつが使えれば、あるいは。
I'm looking for the power.
God damn it, Coco.
I'm looking for the power source for these monitors. If we can turn them on, then maybe.
無駄だ。そもそもその監視システム自体動いているのかも。
Oh, another course of action was using the time leap machine. Oh, wow, that's cool. Like in the Steins Gate to alter events. Interesting. Ah, that's a cool little hint. It's useless. We don't even know if the observation system is even functional.
Huh? Suddenly the room was bathed in pale light. All of the monitors on the wall turned on. What? All we could do was gasp. What we thought were security camera monitors were now showing...
Oh, shit.
hundreds of sumo stickers. Huh. I was so shocked I almost screamed.
Taku, is this?
inside the monitors on the wall. Was face after sumo sticker face, all looking at me.
Are they gonna open their eyes?
What was this? What was going on?
Uh-oh, another delusion.
ここは
Okay, you guys. I think we're gonna stop here on a bit of a cliffhanger. Oh boy. The plot is just moving full speed ahead, eh? I think this is far enough for today. We will continue this on, let's see, what is today? Today is Friday, so we'll continue this on Tuesday. So you guys, oh my god, I can't wait. This game is so cool. Seriously, I cannot wait to continue. Until next time, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.